The new slave category. In the digital age, a new category has emerged, encompassing content creators, social media influencers, and everyday users. They wield digital power but face platform control. How did we reach this point, and what does it mean for online expression and individual autonomy? Censorship on YouTube has become a significant concern for content creators. The platform enforces its policies by demonetizing or removing videos that violate community guidelines, involve copyright infringement, or feature controversial content. This often leaves creators grappling with limited freedom of expression and the fear of their work being suppressed. Content creators find themselves walking a fine line between creativity and conforming to YouTube's rules, as non-compliance can impact their ability to monetize their content. Furthermore, YouTube's algorithms play a pivotal role in content visibility. They have the power to suppress videos that deviate from the platform's policies, affecting the reach and discoverability of creators' work. This situation raises questions about the balance between maintaining a safe and regulated online space and ensuring the fundamental principles of free expression. Content creators continue to navigate this complex landscape, striving to produce engaging content while complying with YouTube's regulations to avoid censorship and maintain a source of income. YouTubers have become highly dependent on the platform for their livelihoods. This dependence is a complex relationship, offering creators access to a vast global audience and significant income potential. However, it also leaves them vulnerable to the dynamics of social media companies. Here's an elaboration on this phenomenon. Number 1. Vast audience reach. YouTube provides a unique opportunity for content creators to reach a massive and diverse audience. The platform's global reach enables creators to share their content with millions, fostering a sense of connection and influence. Number 2. Income generation. Many YouTubers earn substantial income through ad revenue, sponsorships, and merchandise sales. This income can provide financial stability and, in some cases, turn YouTube into a full-time career. Number 3. Vulnerability for policy changes. Social media companies frequently update their policies and guidelines. These changes can impact content creators, leading to demonetization or even removal of videos that no longer align with the updated rules. Number 4. Algorithmic uncertainty. YouTube's algorithms play a significant role in content visibility. Changes in these algorithms can suddenly affect a creator's video reach, viewer engagement, and income, creating uncertainty. Number 5. Creative autonomy. The need to adhere to platform guidelines sometimes restricts creative freedom. Creators may feel compelled to self-censor to avoid potential demonetization, impacting the authenticity of their content. YouTubers' dependence on the platform offers immense opportunities, but also makes them susceptible to the evolving landscape of social media. Striking a balance between creative expression, financial stability, and adherence to platform policies is an ongoing challenge for content creators in the digital age. Algorithmic influence on social media platforms like YouTube has become a significant concern. These platforms employ recommendation algorithms that aim to keep users engaged and maximize their time on the platform. While the intention is to provide personalized content, there are unintended consequences. Number 1. Echo chambers. Recommendation algorithms often suggest content that aligns with the user's existing views and preferences. This can create echo chambers where users are exposed to a narrow range of perspectives, reinforcing their beliefs and limiting critical thinking. Number 2. Sensationalism. Algorithms tend to favor sensational or controversial content because it garners more engagement. This can lead to a proliferation of extreme viewpoints and polarizing discussions as users are drawn to provocative content. Number 3. Radicalization. In some cases, these algorithms may inadvertently steer viewers toward more extreme content. Users who start with relatively moderate content can find themselves gradually exposed to increasingly extreme viewpoints, potentially leading to radicalization. And number 4. Filter bubbles. Algorithms can create filter bubbles where users are shielded from information that challenges their beliefs. This can lead to a lack of empathy and understanding between different ideological groups. While recommendation algorithms aim to enhance user experience, they also carry the risk of amplifying extremism and polarizing discourse. Striking a balance between personalization and responsible content curation remains a critical challenge for social media platforms in the digital age. Transparency and disclosure in social media have become critical topics, particularly regarding content censorship. Some social media companies have taken steps to address these concerns by revealing the types of requests they receive to censor content. While this move is a positive step towards greater transparency, there remains a debate about its effectiveness in addressing the issues faced by content creators. On one one hand, transparency helps shed a light on the reasons behind content removal or demonetization, giving creators insight into platform policies. It can also hold social media companies accountable and promote fairness in content moderation. However, there are lingering concerns. Revealing requests to censor content doesn't always clarify the complex algorithms and criteria used for recommendations and content promotion, which can impact a creator's visibility and reach. Moreover, the extent to which these efforts empower content creators and protect their freedom of expression is still a subject of debate. Community oversight of content moderation has gained importance as social media platforms play a pivotal role in shaping public discourse. Advocates propose the creation of independent bodies or advisory committees consisting of diverse stakeholders, including representatives from civil society, to oversee content moderation policies and decisions. This approach seeks to address concerns about the concentration of power within a select few technology companies. The idea behind community oversight is to introduce checks and balances into the content moderation process. By involving a broad spectrum of voices, including those from different cultural, social, and political backgrounds, decisions on what content is permissible or should be removed can become more inclusive and less susceptible to bias. Furthermore, it fosters transparency and accountability, as these oversight bodies can assess and influence the enforcement of platform guidelines. While it is a promising concept, the implementation and effectiveness of community oversight mechanisms continue to be subjects of debate. Striking the right balance between diverse representation and practical decision-making remains a challenge, but the goal is clear: to promote fair and responsible content moderation that reflects the values and interests of a broader online community. Balancing the regulation of online content with the preservation of fundamental freedoms, including free speech, presents a complex challenge for policymakers. While addressing issues like misinformation and hate speech is crucial, overreaching in content moderation can risk silencing dissent and infringing on the right to express opinions openly. Policymakers need to strike a delicate balance that allows for the removal of harmful content while safeguarding the principles of free expression. The balance requires clear, transparent, and well-defined guidelines for content moderation to prevent arbitrary or biased decision-making. Additionally, involving stakeholders from diverse backgrounds in the development of these guidelines can contribute to more inclusive and thoughtful content regulation. In their efforts to combat harmful online content, policymakers must consider the potential unintended consequences of overly restrictive measures, which may unintentionally suppress legitimate discourse and innovation. Striking the right balance is a challenging task that calls for a nuanced and well-informed approach to ensure that the fight against misinformation and hate speech does not compromise the bedrock of democratic societies, freedom of speech and expression. Promoting media literacy is a vital strategy in the battle against the spread of misinformation and fake news. By educating users on how to critically evaluate information, media literacy programs empower individuals to make informed decisions and discern credible sources from unreliable ones. Media literacy equips people with the skills to analyze the content they encounter, teaching them to question the source, verify information, and identify potential biases or inaccuracies. By fostering a critical mindset, media literacy not only reduces the likelihood of individuals inadvertently sharing false information, but also helps them become responsible digital citizens. These programs are particularly crucial in the age of online information overload, where misinformation can easily go viral. Media literacy initiatives can aid in creating a more discerning and resilient society that can differentiate between credible news and fabricated stories, ultimately curtailing the rampant spread of false information. International cooperation is indeed vital in the fight against censorship and misinformation on social media. Social media transcends national boundaries, making it a global platform for communication and information dissemination to collectively combat censorship and misinformation. Countries must work together to establish common standards and responses. Cooperation can take many forms, such as sharing best practices, creating international guidelines, and coordinating efforts to counter disinformation. When countries collaborate, they can develop a unified approach that promotes free expression and combats the intentional spread of false information. Additionally, international organizations like UNESCO play a crucial role in facilitating cooperation by addressing threats to freedom of the press, including misinformation. By fostering international cooperation, nations can harness their collective resources and expertise to protect the integrity of information in the digital age. This collaborative effort is essential to ensure that social media remains a platform for open dialogue while minimizing the adverse effects of censorship and misinformation. As today's video comes to an end, in the digital age, addressing censorship, algorithmic influence, and transparency is vital. Balancing creativity, compliance, and combating extremism is a key challenge. Policymakers, media literacy, and international cooperation are crucial for safeguarding online information integrity. Thank you for your interest, and more insights on these critical issues are to come.